Bethan. Okay, so 2 things to mention before I actually get into the video that I'm filming today. Number 1, yes, I am a different location than I normally am when I'm filming. I'm currently in uni in my halls. I normally film my videos in my bedroom at home. If you are a regular viewer of mine, then you'll know that. But I didn't have time to film this video when I was at home this weekend, so I thought I'm just going to have to film it here. So yeah, actually it's quite nice having a different setup, and you know, this is my uni room. If you haven't seen it before, I vlogged a bit before, so you may have seen it. But yes, it's really weird a video here. But yeah, that's the first thing. Second thing is, which if you know me, you'll be like, oh my god, Beth, what have you done? Yes, I've changed my hair. I've just curled it, or like waved it, so it's kind of a bit crazy at the moment. But yes, I have gone ombre. I feel like I have to address this because I wasn't going to say anything, and I was like, oh, because I literally haven't done anything to my hair before. Like, I haven't dyed it before or done anything, and I just really fancied a change. For years and years and years I've wanted to go ombre, and I've never done it because I thought I'm not really sure it's going to suit me or whatever. So this is like my natural colour, this brown colour, and then it kind of like softly goes into a blonde, and I really like it. Like, I can't believe I haven't done this before. Like, I wish I'd done this years ago. But yeah, so probably my curls will drop throughout this video because I literally just finished curling it. So yes, I had to get on on this video. So yes, let me know what you think in the comments actually about my hair, because I really like it, and throughout the videos, like, I'll probably do different hairstyles with it as well, because it looks kind of different when it's straight. So yes, but I really like it, and I hope you will too. Okay, so yes, moving on to what this actual video is about. I thought I would do kind of my top products from Benefit. I've been really loving Benefit Cosmetics, Benefit Cosmetics recently. So I just kind of thought I would share my personal favourite products from them. I have tried quite a lot of the products now. Some I haven't liked, like, I'm not going to lie, but this video isn't that. I was thinking about doing a best and worst of Benefit, but I thought, do you know what, actually I just want to share my favourite products. If you want me to let you know what products that I didn't quite like, there hasn't been any that I've really disliked, but there has been some that I wouldn't repurchase again. So if you would like me to do that, then let me know. But I just thought I would share my personal favourite products from them, because, you know, want to spread the positivity today. So yes, I hope this will be helpful if you are wanting to try any Benefit Cosmetics. Because I don't have all the products to hand. I have quite a lot of them, but I don't have all of them that I want to mention. The first one I don't actually have to hand is the Benefit Professional. Now this is probably one of the most known products from Benefit. I can't remember what year this came out, but it was quite a few years ago now, and I actually have never bought the full version of it. I've just always had loads of like little ones and little samples of it, but I don't actually have one to hand, which is really annoying. But it is actually one of my favourite primers ever. It's really good, and it does, I think it minimises your pores when you put it on, so I can concentrate it in the area that I want it. So if you don't know, a primer is what you use between sort of a moisturiser and a foundation. It's kind of that like in between step, which allows the kind of foundation to kind of stick to the primer, which means it doesn't quite kind of soak into the skin, which means it will last longer. It kind of creates like a barrier between your face and your foundation, which will mean it lasts longer. And I really like Professional. I think it stays on for ages. It makes my foundation last a lot longer. I actually did a primer comparison quite a few years ago now on my channel, so I'll leave the link to that below if you want to go and watch that. I kind of compared it to, I think it was a K1 and a Maybelline one, I think. So go and check that video out if you want more information about that. But I do really like the Professional, and I think if you are looking for a primer and a high-end primer, then I would definitely recommend Professional. I have to say, Benefit's that kind of like medium price point. Like, it's not really expensive. It's not like the high end of the high end. It's kind of like the lower end of the high end, if that makes sense. But if you've been to Benefit, you know what I mean. Like, the prices aren't like extortionate high, but they're also obviously not that cheap. I'll leave the links to all the products I mentioned in the description box below to the Benefit website. It just saves me putting them all on screen, so I'll leave them all in the description box below. So you can literally just click on the link if you do want to go and get them. So I've only actually tried one foundation from Benefit, and it is called the Big Easy foundation. I got this quite a few years ago. I think it was like the year I started my YouTube channel, which nearly is 4 years ago, which how crazy is that? Yeah, and it's kind of like a tiny bit like a BB cream, but it's not really a BB cream, it is a foundation. It's quite a light coverage foundation, so I really liked it for the more summer months. I have to say, I don't think I would repurchase it because it is £31, which I do think is quite expensive for what it is. It does have a really high SPF, I think it might be 25, let me double check that actually. Has an SPF of 35, so that is really high, and as I said, you know, I took it on holiday and stuff, so I think it's absolutely ideal for that if you are going away and you want to have high SPF. And also when you're on holiday, I feel like you don't want like loads of coverage on your face anyway, so that was perfect for me on holiday. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily maybe wear that as much here in the UK, but when I go away, that is like my go-to foundation. It's lasted a long time because I don't wear it that often. It's kind of just has lasted me, but as I said, not quite sure whether I would repurchase it, but yeah, if you are looking for a kind of lightweight high SPF foundation, I'd recommend that one. On to concealer. The first one is called Fake Me Up. Absolutely love it. Don't have tanned, really annoyingly, because it's one of my favourites, but I need to repurchase it because I've completely run out. But it is like an under eye concealer. I've mentioned it on my channel quite a few times before, but basically it comes in like a metal kind of tube, and when you roll it up, it kind of has like concealer on the outside, and in the middle it kind of has like a balm, which means it's so hydrating into your eyes, and I absolutely love it because every time I wake up I have a little bit of dark circles and my eyes are always a tiny bit puffy, so I feel like it helps reduce that by kind of cooling and hydrating the under eye area. So yes, I really personally like that one, and I've repurchased that, I would say, I think about 3 times, and I'm probably going to go and get another one. So yeah, I really like that one. And then for an actual concealer, which I have probably repurchased, I'd reckon about 3 to 4 times, is this is the Boyne concealer. This one's in 01. I think I've had 02 before as well, but this is the lightest one, obviously 01. But this is what it looks like, with all my fingerprints in it. But basically this is just a concealer, so what I normally do is tap my finger and then tap it onto any areas I need. I always put this on spots or blemishes. It covers them so well. It's called an industrial strength concealer. And yeah, it will help any spots that you do have to kind of help to disappear kind of quite healthily as well. Yeah, I really like it. I think it's my favourite concealer that I've ever used. It is quite a high coverage, so it will like obviously conceal your spots. I actually used this in my latest video, which was kind of my skin routine for problem day skin. So yeah, definitely use this quite a lot in that one. So yeah, if you do want to go watch that, it'll be at the end of the video, at the end card, or there'll be a link in the description box. So yeah, really like this, and I don't think I would repurchase another concealer actually, because it does the job, it's perfect, and it lasts me a long time. Like obviously you can see I've hit the pan on this one, but it does normally last quite a long time. You do get quite a lot in there, and I pretty much use this every single day, so it does get quite a lot of use. Sorry, my camera just cut out. Battery died. Anyway, right, carrying on. So I think Benefit is most probably well known for their brows. I'd actually never tried any brow products from Benefit before, until I would say sort of end of last year, I think, when I decided to go and get my brows done at the Brow Bar. Now I go to the Brow Bar in Debenhams in Cardiff, the Benefit Brow Bar there, and I have to say they're always amazing, and I'm obsessed with getting my brows done now. I can't help it. I go there every time to get my brows waxed, and they are really good. I'm actually doing a whole blog post on the kind of Benefit Brow Bar and that experience, so when that is up, I'll leave the link to that in the description box below, if you want to kind of know my kind of personal experience and my opinion on that. But I do really like it, and when they do kind of do your brows, they kind of put some products on afterwards. So I've tried a couple of their kind of powder ones, they've just kind of popped them on, but I've never actually bought any of them, so I can't really say my full opinion on them. However, I do have 2 brow products here which I absolutely adore, and I'm literally obsessed with. Like I use these every single day now, so I thought I would obviously have to tell you them. So the first one is the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. This one I think is in number 4. I don't know how many colours they do, but this one's quite a dark one because my brows are quite dark, so it's kind of like a dark brown, I would say. So you kind of have this end, which is kind of like a crayon, and then the other end, not that one, the other end, you get a spoolie, which is really, really handy for just combing through your brows. So I normally pop this end, so the crayon, just roughly through my brows, kind of where I want a little bit more definition. I don't put loads on because I always like quite a subtle look, and I feel like this allows you to give a subtle look. I think if you want more defined, more thicker looking brows, I would say use a powder, but if you were like me and you just want a subtle brow, then I would totally recommend this. And then what I do is use the spoolie to kind of just brush through them, make sure the product's kind of distributed through my brows. And once I use that, I then take this, which is literally incredible. This is called the 24-hour brow setter. It's basically, it comes in kind of like a mascara kind of tube and like a mascara wand. There's not really much to show you. And it's basically just a clear product, so you just comb this through your brows once you have put product through them. Sometimes I actually only use this if I don't feel like I need product through them, but I just want to set my brows in place kind of all day. And it literally will, like it says 24-hour, I think it is 24-hour because literally if I touch brows now, they are literally like not going anywhere at all. I think it's such a good product, especially if you struggle with kind of keeping your brow product in place all day, because quite often it will kind of slip down a bit, especially if it's raining or something like that. That is like the worst. So yes, I would totally recommend that if you do want to make sure your brows last all day. I would have to say that I think they are quite a good duo, these. Obviously you don't have to buy both of them. If I was to recommend one brow product, it would be the crayon one, the Goof Proof brow pencil, but totally recommend both of these. Okay, I'm going to go on to mascara, because again, mascara and Benefit go really, really well together, and I think these are like, all of these three are my favourite ever mascaras, and trust me, I have tried a lot of mascaras, so yes, to say that is quite a big statement to make, but they are these three, so I'll go through each of them separately. The first one, which I tried from Benefit, was their Real, and I feel like this is like the mascara you think of when you think of Benefit. So this is actually, I think, a limited edition one. It has like this big massive crystal top to it, but the normal one obviously didn't have that. But yes, this mascara was the first Benefit mascara I tried. This is the wand, so it looks like that has kind of like ball on the end, which allows you to really kind of get into the outer lashes and the inner lashes as well. And yes, I think this creates really kind of like quite fluttery, long, volumized lashes. I don't think it's like wow lashes like the one I'll explain in a minute, but I do think it does give a lot of length. I think length is the main priority in this mascara. Probably doesn't give as much volume as I like, but if you do build up to kind of 2 coats, I would say you get a good amount of volume in it. Yes, really like this. If you do want a mascara with 1 coat, I would say an everyday lash, 2 coats, maybe kind of going out lash. That's kind of how I describe it. So yes, if you do want a kind of all-round mascara, I definitely recommend their Real. Next one I have is the Roller Lash. Again, this is one of my all-time favourite mascaras. I love the colour combo on this, like, it just looks really pretty. So yes, this one, again, this was my favourite mascara of all time. Like the wand, it looks like this. This gives amazing volume to your lashes, and it really does kind of, what it does is it allows you kind of really kind of grip every single lash. So from like the very bottom to the tip, like you can really kind of get in there, kind of do that motion, and it really grabs every single lash, which I love, and it coats every single lash too. So yeah, really like this one. I think I'd probably recommend this one the most to kind of everyone as a whole, because I think pretty much everyone will like this mascara. Yeah, so if you were looking for a mascara, I think I would recommend this one the most. Again, I've used this for quite a few years now, and I have repurchased quite a few times. Okay, and the last one, which is the most recent launch, is the Baz Girl Bang mascara. I have done a whole video on this, which I'm not really going into much detail. I will, again, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm leaving links to everything below, but I'll leave the link to that in the description box below. Yeah, so I'm not going to go into too much detail of this, but I have this one on my lashes today, so you can kind of see, if I come in close, what it looks like. And I have to say, this is my personal favourite. I love this so much. Like, every time I use a different mascara now, I think, oh, my lashes don't look as good as when I use this. So I kind of have to go back to wearing this one. I love everything about this. I love the wand, I love the formula, I love how big it makes my lashes look and volumized and lengthened. I really like this, and I couldn't give it a better review, to be honest. Yeah, if you don't like kind of those big, almost spider-like lashes, I don't think this is going to be the mascara for you. I'd recommend the roller lash over this one for you, but this is my personal favourite because I do like quite big, fluttery, long, spider-like lashes, so this is my go-to. But as I said, if you want more kind of info on this, I also did a blog post as well, so I'll leave that below. Okay, on to powder products. I forgot to mention, I've never actually tried any eyeshadows from Benefit, and I've never tried any liners, anything like that, so I can't really give my opinion. All the products that I've kind of mentioned have been just the ones that I've tried. Like, as I said, I obviously haven't tried everything. I would love to, but I haven't, so I can't give my opinion on every single product. These are just my personal favourites that I would tell you to buy and that I would repurchase again myself. So anyway, powder products. The first one is the Hoola bronzer. Again, feel like it's a staple of Benefits. I probably got it, I think it was the summer I started my channel again, so back in 2014, and I have to say I don't use it all the time because I don't often wear bronzer that much anymore, but it is one of my favourite bronzers because it's such a nice kind of tone of bronzer, because it's not too orange, it's not too brown, it's kind of like a perfect, like, just nice bronzer colour. I quite often use it to contour and sometimes just kind of put a little bit all over my face, say if I'm wearing like a paler foundation or whatever. I think it does the job really, really well. It is one of my favourite bronzers to definitely contour with, because I think it just seems to work really well. It seems to work well with foundations as well, especially liquid foundations on top of that. So yes, have to say, really, really like that. I have tried quite a few blushes as well from them. I really, really liked the Majorette blusher, but I don't have that to hand. I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's not my favourite, but I did like it. I am going to talk about this one though. This is the Rockateur blusher. Look how pretty this is. I just think it's such a nice colour that will suit a lot of skin tones and lots of undertones as well. It's just really nice, kind of rosy, pinky brown. If I do a little swatch there, you can kind of see that there. Yeah, just think it's really pretty. It's not too out there. You can't really go really heavy-handed with it. It's just perfect, I think. I think it's just a perfect kind of blusher for all kind of skin tones. And as I said, it's not too much in your face, if you know what I mean. So kind of a good all-round blusher, I think. I thought I'd quickly mention this brush. This is I think it's the Hoola brush, I think. It's kind of this massive brush which I actually use for the Hoola bronzer. So I kind of dip it in, pretend this is the bronzer, do a bit of that, and then I kind of go like that, kind of like all over my face. I think it's such a big brush that it really does allow you, especially if you kind of want to do a bit of that with the product, it really does allow you. It's really, really soft. I love the colour of it too. So yeah, just thought I'd give that a quick mention because I do really, really like this. I would like to know if anyone's actually tried the kind of tanner from the Hoola range, because I haven't actually heard a lot about that, so I would like to know if you've tried that and whether it's worth it. Okay, the final two products are some look products, and they're kind of the same range. So these are They're Real Double the Lip. I have two colours. I have Lusty Rose and Fuchsia Fever. I actually have Lusty Rose on my lips today, so I'll show you this one first. And so basically there's kind of like two colours. You can see that. So there's a kind of a darker one and then a slightly lighter one. So it's kind of like angled like that, so it kind of fits like that. So the darker colour kind of goes so you make sure the darker colour kind of goes on the outer line of your lips, and then the same, you just kind of flip it and do the same on the bottom. It kind of makes that illusion that you have bigger lips, and I think it really does work. Like, this is on today, and I love this colour because it's quite a subtle one. Like, it's really, really nice every day when it's not too out there. And I feel like with these colours it kind of notices more the kind of colour difference, so it does kind of make your lips look a bit bigger. You know, people do that trick where they do use a darker lip liner and then like a lighter lipstick. It's kind of that, but just in one, which I think is really a really good idea. They also last a really long time as well. Like I won't have to reapply this for ages now, and they are very moisturising as well. The other one I can show you, Fuchsia Fever, is a really bright pink, because obviously I love pink. So yes, kind of has a darker purple colour and then the kind of fuchsia pink, and again it has the same idea, and I really like this one too. Definitely going to be wearing this one more now into the summer months. Yeah, I also like they don't really have a kind of a taste or smell, which is good because a lot of people don't like having a taste or smell in lipstick, so I think that would be perfect for a lot of people. And I think that is about it. As I said, you know, I have tried more products which I maybe haven't liked so much. I feel like I'm maybe missing out a couple of products that I have really liked. If I do think of anything else, I'll put them in the description box below. Basically, go and check the description box. I feel like that's all I've said in this video, but there should be a lot of links there, so go and check that out. And yeah, let me know what your favourite products are from Benefit if you have any, and if you think I should try any certain products, then please let me know as well. Yeah, I hope this video has maybe helped one of you out there. Don't forget, if you did like it, to give this video a massive thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Don't forget to say what you think about my hair, and yeah, also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I make weekly videos, and yes, I'll see you all next week for another video. Lots of love. Bye!